Next down here is Fico Score, also synonymous with credit score. Fico Score is the Fair Isaac Corporation. Now, the FICO score is a big deal in the United States. It's what's used for almost anything. 90% of all mortgage applications, they use a FICO score. There's a different one that's Vantage Score. We're not going to talk about that one. This is the one that most people in the United States deal with. It's the FICO score. The way it works is you have a number from 350 to 850. The higher the better as far as getting approved for loans or any credit that you want to get, and also the terms. In other words, the interest rate would be much lower when you are borrowing money, saving you a lot in the long run. Now, there are 3 separate companies that actually come up with this FICO score. So you actually have 3 different FICO scores. Oftentimes, back when I was in the mortgage business, we would look at the middle score. So if you had a 700, a 710, and a 720, we would use the 710. We would use the median score. The 3 companies that tabulate these are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Those are the 3 credit reporting agencies or bureaus. Back in the 60s, there were over 2,000 of them. Now, there are 3. Those are the ones that actually, when you have a Visa, when you have that car with Toyota and you make your payment on time, Visa and Toyota, they have all the information go to those credit bureaus. They cultivate all that information, and that's how you get your score. Typically, to have a better chance of getting approved for most anything, you want to try to get at least a 600 FICO score. Once you're in the low or mid 600s, then it's better. You've got fair or good credit. Higher 6s, or once you hit 700 or low 700s, that is very good. It hits excellent once you're at about 730, 40, or 50. Any higher than that, you are typically going to not only get approved for what you apply for, but get the very best terms that are available. To get a copy of your actual FICO scores from the 3 bureaus, you would go to myfico.com and pay for that. Or what I like to do is I use Capital One, Chase, Bank of America. So I know at least those. If you have a bank with them, if you have a credit card, you can usually just go onto the app and it will show you what your FICO score is for free, because that is the bureau that they are sending the information to, so they let you look at it. Now, on the other hand, the next thing, credit report. So all of these credit bureaus get all information from your individualized credit report. So that is different. A credit report shows all of your personal information, such as name, address, social security number, date of birth, where you live now, where you've lived before, if you've gone by any other name. Often it'll have where you work, where you've worked before. Typically that information is tied to whatever you put down on an application when you've applied for credit anytime in the past. It will also show balances, what you owe on any of your loans. Are you paying them on time? Are you paying more than the minimum? Have you been late at all? Have you been late in the last few years? Some of the stuff stays on there. Anything negative for 7 and sometimes 10 years or more if it's a severe foreclosure or bankruptcy. Now, the credit report is available for everyone in the United States for free, so please don't pay to see your own individual credit report. I keep saying individual because even if you're married, you and your spouse each have a separate credit report. Even if you applied together jointly on a mortgage or a credit card or anything, you still will have that on each of your own individual credit reports. People do not share credit reports. A way to get your credit score for free, no cost. This is not a gimmick. This is not an affiliate link or anyone sponsoring anything. If you go to annualcreditreport.com, you are able to check your own credit report for free.